Good morning, everybody. Today, in this video version, we will share with you about these new points that we got you from last week in the old points about yes, how is red paddy ground in Malaysia. So, before I let you know about this new point, I would like to ask you some questions that, according to this old points, are paddy ground in Malaysia. Yes, please tell me of what are the most important areas, uh, yes, which grows, uh, yes, wet paddy in Malaysia? Okay, there are four, right? The first one in Kandas, the second one the Korean district, and the Shanghai Munich regions of Prick, yes, Perik, and the next one the Tanjung's current areas of Selangor, and the last one the yeah, Kalimantan Delta. And one more question, yeah, how many percentage? Yeah, how many percentage as that rye has or contains starch? Okay, it contains about 80% starch and uh, 8% proteins and 12% water. And one more question, yeah, as do we eat rye with milled or polished rice? Is it deficient with minerals, nutrients, or not? Yes, actually not. Yeah. Uh, Most Indian people consume unpolished, or we can say that parboiled rice. Yes, it is cheaper and also it has more nutrients and deficient, yeah, minerals and nutrients for the body. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get started to study these new points in these videos. So, what is market gardening? Okay, what is market gardening? Market gardening is a very intensive form of farming for green vegetables, flowers, and fruits. Yes. Uh, some market garden also keep poultry, mainly for eggs, bees, for money. Yes, bee for money, silkworms, and tea bushes. Broadly speaking, market gardening is a form of horticulture. Yes. What is horticulture? Horticulture, if we talk about this one, is I mean, we can say that the science, art, and business of growing fruits, vegetable, food grass, and ornamental plants. One we can say that it is the art or practice of gardening and cultivating plants and trees. This is called horticulture. When you uh, continue to study in the yeah third year, you will know the horticulture. It has in the culture for history. And the next one, market gardening in the rest could be a form of intensive mixed farming. Yes, fish farming, where farmers raise crops as well as domesticate animals on a smaller scale at the urban fringes where the cash return from the demand by the dense urban population is very high. Okay, and one more, where is market gardening most widely practiced? It is best developed in the outskirts of most cities where its products, such as fresh vegetables, flowers, and fruit, have an instant demand by the city folk. Yeah, and many farms that practice market gardening are located outside urban district. Yes, are located outside urban district to compete unfavorably with the urban commercial land. This type of farming is called tract farming. What is tract farming? Tract farming is a distance that can be covered by a tract within a day. Yes. In industry, in Malaysia, many farms that practice market gardening are located within 10 or 20 kilometers, yeah, from the town limits. Yeah, from the town limit. And number four, Market gardening is also carried out in the cooler uplands, where contains yes, where certain kinds of vegetables, flowers, and fruits require a cool temperate types of climate, such as the Cameron Highlands in Peninsular in Malaysia. Yeah, and in number five, in Singapore, the land is so expensive that any form of farming will need to pay a lot of or for the land. They will pay a lot for land because in Singapore the land is so expensive form of farming. Okay, take a look to the next one. How is market gardening carried out? How? How is market gardening carried out? Number one, the green vegetable is the main concern of market gardening. We have some point like this, and uh, okay, is to grow. Yes, the main concern of market gardening is to grow green vegetables such as spinach, yes, lettuce, cabbages, cauliflower, brinjals, and sprouts. Yes, and sprouts. Farmers also raise onions, garlic, all kinds of legumes or beans, cucumber, bitter gourd, chinchills, ladies' fingers, and sweet potatoes. Yeah, much care and labors are needed for green vegetable. This green vegetable we need much care. Yeah, we have to look after them very much. It means much care and labor are needed for green vegetable. And the third one, the seeds. Yeah, the seeds are usually sown by hand. Yeah, are usually sown by hand. Sometimes the young seedlings are transplanted from the nearby nursery to be planted in the raised bed. High quality and fast maturing seedlings are preferred. And the first one, vegetable is needed a lot of water. So actually, yeah, vegetables uh, need a lot of water to support its roots, yeah, and leaves and its body to grow better and better. And yeah, number five, fertilizers are actually applied to enrich the soil, such as nitrate, phosphate, and potash. Yes, and potash. Pesticides are used to control the spread of pests and disease that may damage crops. So, people or farmers usually need pesticide to control the spread of pests and the yes diseases disease that may damage crops. It has a lot of bugs and insects to damage their yeah plants or their vegetables, so they need pesticide to use to control to protect the vegetables. And the next one, the last in number seven, most of the green vegetables are hand harvested. Yeah, they are then packed into to be transported to the wholesalers or the nearest market. Yes. So move on to the next one. What are the characteristics of market gardening? What are the characteristics of market gardening? Market gardening is characterized by the first one, farms are small as they are located in the outskirts of urban areas, so it is expensive. When actually, when good, yes, when good, it is so far away from the urban areas. Actually, uh, it have to pay a lot of money, so that's why the good have to be expensive. Yes, the good has to be expensive. And the next one, the land is most extensively farmed as multiple cropping is wisely practiced to maximize profits and to make optimal use of the expensive land. And the third one, farming is very labor intensive. Yes, as most of the work in plowing, sowing, weeding, yes, manurings, and farms cares are all done by hand. Number four, the farm are scientifically managed to maximize crops yields as well as cash returns. Yeah, as well as cash return. And number five, there is a very liberal use of all kinds of fertilizer to maintain high fertility of the soil. Yes, yes, and if we take a look back to in number four, the farm scientifically managed to maximize crop yield as well as cash returns. Uh, yeah, ongoing research on perfecting agricultural techniques such as cross breeding in plants, especially use of greenhouse. Yeah, use of greenhouse, artificial heating system selections of effective fertilizers and pesticides are carried out. Okay, uh, please take a look to the next slide. A very high capital outlay is necessary to upkeep high expenses in a farm to achieve such high crop yield. Okay, their geographical locations in the urban fringes often attract high assessment rate and quit rent applicable to urban commercial areas. And the last one, in number seven, uh, greenhouses are used varieties of crops in most market gardening. Yes, actually, the temperatures inside each greenhouse can be regulated to suit the growth of plants. In this manner, temperate tomatoes, tomatoes, grapes, and mullips can be grown in greenhouses in tropical farms. The greatest numbers of greenhouses are found in temperate countries in Europe and North America. You can take a look to uh, the book page number uh, on page maybe 90, yeah, 93, 92 or 93 in this textbook. And the temperate tropical and subtropical flowers, fruits, and vegetables are cut down expensive import. Okay, just right now in this video slide, that's all for all of you. If you have any questions, you can ask me and drop the questions through my personal Telegram or your or ours Telegram groups. Okay, goodbye. Good luck.